With Scratch, kids can create their own interactive stories and games and animations and simulations, and then share their creations with other kids around the world. As they do that, they learn to think creatively, reason systematically, and work collaboratively. As we look at the world today, we see that probably the most important thing for success is not exactly what you know, but how you can learn new things and how you can design creative solutions to unexpected problems. Because we know that in the world today, people are going to, they're going to be confronted with all sorts of unexpected situations, and they need to be able to think creatively. So the ability to think and act creatively is more important than ever before.
Hello, my name is Isaac. I started using Scratch about a month ago, and I'd like to show you a little bit about the program. Alright, Scratch is a programming language that anyone can use, and it's incredibly easy. It's made up of things called blocks, and there's different types of blocks like motion, looks, sound, operators, sensing, and control blocks. Now, see this cat over here? It's like a character, and it's called a sprite. Let's name this one Cat. Now, let's say you wanted to make the cat move. You go to the motion set, and you choose something like move 10 steps, and drag it into your scripts area. The scripts is just a basic programming language that tells the cat what it's supposed to do. So let's take a when green flag click to start it off, and you move 10 steps. They snap together like that. Then, when you click the green flag, the cat moves. But let's say you want him to do the move 10 steps 10 times. You put a repeat 10 times around it. This way you can make the cat move about 100 steps. Now, let's say you didn't just want the cat to do that. You wanted him to do it forever. But when he hits the edge, he's going to bounce. All you have to do for that, take out the move 10 steps and the repeat 10 times, pop in a forever loop, move 10 steps, and put a if on edge bounce block in. Now watch. The cat's moving back and forth across the screen and bouncing. Now this is just basic programming. There's many other things you can do with Scratch. Well, this is a project I have been working on, and actually Scratch was the first computer programming of any kind that I've ever done. I've been working on this one for about 2 weeks, a little bit at school, a little bit at home. Pretty proud of this one. It's called Parts of a Cell, and so let me just give you a quick demo of it. So, it's got music. There's plenty of background features you can do on Scratch, so you can do things like instruction screens. And the premise of this game is you start as a little simple organism, but you got to get the different parts of the cell, the organelles, to become a little bit more advanced. So you can also make cutscenes. To do that, I use a variety of different blocks, particularly the broadcast blocks. Now this is a little bit more advanced than the little cat I showed you earlier, but if you'll take a look, here's our little cell. And the amoebas are bragging about their organelles right now. So, right now, our cell's feeling pretty down, and he decides he wants to go out and find the organelles. And you can see over here, on our little sprite box, I have a lot of sprites. So, it does take some time, but I think it's well worth it because I'm quite satisfied with the project. It's still a work in progress, but I think it's pretty cool. Actually, and you can see each of these sprites has its own little set of scripts. Like those are the 2 amoebas that just came in. Now, this one has a bit more, it has about 71, but most of this actually is just the same thing over and over again. It's not really that hard. So, he's telling us now this is his list of things he need to get. He's going out to find it. And so, here he is, and he's looking for the mitochondria right here. And this is just really basic stuff like I showed you, back and forth motion. And I set this guy down on these scripts, that if he's touching one of them, he's going to go back to the beginning, and he's going to say rats. So use your arrow keys which is just another little block called key pressed. You try and get past them, and you can see what happens if you touch one of them. The row of proteins is, oh, it goes back to the beginning and says rats. So what you want to do is just navigate them. Don't want to touch the boundaries. And try and get to your mitochondria over there. There we go. And every time you touch one of the organelles, you get a little card displaying information about it. So this one's telling you how the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Then it says press C to continue. And you head back to the beginning, and you can see on him, you just have a simple costume change. Right here. Here's him when he has the mitochondria. He's got that little red spot on him. So, next up he decides he wants the ribosomes. So he heads out here. He's got to stay in the safe zone, otherwise he's going to get burnt by the lava. And now you got, once again, a simple motion script. These rocks are coming down all over you. And he's telling you when the blue ribosome falls, you got to catch it. So you got to survive for a certain period of time. Once again, if you touch it, you go back to a certain spot, and it says rats. So you survive for, I think it's 20 seconds, and then, oh, there goes the blue ribosome, which I just missed. Oh, got it. So here's a little card about the ribosome telling you how it synthesizes proteins and does jobs like that around the cell.